We compared the perception of Japanese consonant length contrast using an AXV discrimination task. One example of consonant length contrast is kite, wearing, with a short T, as opposed to kite, stamp, with a long T. We included 4 groups of participants: native speakers of Japanese, Korean, Mandarin, and Mongolian. Apart from the Japanese group, the participants had no experience with Japanese. Contrastive length is important for efficient communication, as we saw earlier, but it is known to be difficult for non-native learners. In our case, Mandarin and Mongolian do not have consonant length contrasts. As for Korean, phoneticians have different views about consonant length. There are other cross-linguistic differences, and we think it would be interesting to compare these languages. We would like to advance our current knowledge of cross-language speech processing and improve pronunciation pedagogy in foreign languages. We found that the Japanese group was at near ceiling with little individual variation. For the target Geminate marked with gray points, the Mongolian group did not significantly differ from the Japanese group. For the target Singleton, marked with white points, all non-native groups were significantly less accurate than the Japanese group. In summary, the Mongolian group perceived Japanese length contrast most accurately, and the Mandarin group least accurately, with the Korean group showing an intermediate level of accuracy. We think this may be related to difference in syllable structure and phonological status of durational variation in their native language. We also learned that it is possible for some non-native speakers to process difficult foreign language sounds in a native-like way in certain contexts. Finally, we would like to collect detailed information about distributional frequency of syllable structures in Mongolian and Korean and examine if and how they are related to Japanese consonant length perception accuracy. It would be interesting to include participants from other languages such as French or Spanish, which predominantly use open syllables, to examine the role of syllable structure. We also intend to include learners of Japanese who share the same first languages with the participants in this study. Thanks for watching. We hope you'll be interested in our paper.